Hey guys, Street Stance Silver Garage. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It's free. You can unsubscribe at any time, but please subscribe whether you like our enduro races or our hot challenges or my how-to videos.
That is on.
Or me just building this 1,000 horsepower Civic right here that I'm standing in the engine bay of. Remember, at 1,000 subscribers, I'll be getting pepper sprayed and tased at the same time. So please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss anything. And let's get on with today's video. What is up, YouTube? We're here with another episode on our 600 horsepower LSV Tech build. So what we're going to do today is we actually got our rods in the mail. So we're going to have our rods, get our rods and pistons put together, guys. I'm going to show you how to do that. And it's very easy. Just make sure you clean everything first. I used a little brake cleaner, cleaned everything up, got all the gunk out of everything, cleaned all the pistons up, cleaned the wrist pins off. I cleaned everything that I'm going to be mating or joining together, even what I'm not right now. I cleaned that. So got all the dirt and the nasty from the machine shop off, make sure everything was cleaned up, wiped the outside of the rods off. I wiped everything off, guys. So it's everything's nice and clean, ready to go. We're going to first put in one of our clips into each one of our pistons, so that way it's ready to accept the wrist pin. Once it's ready to accept the wrist pin, we will lube everything up with some Permatex Ultra Slick Lube. Let me get the light so it's not on the light. That's what we're using. We'll put some lube on this and inside both sides of the piston and inside the top of the rod, and we will join these together. And we got to make sure everything is correct on these because these go a certain way. And I will show you how to do that once we get everything started here. So I'm gonna put you up on top here and we'll get started. Alright guys, hope you can see everything. So like I said, we're gonna start with putting the pins in our pistons, not the pins, sorry, the retainer clips for the wrist pin. Wear some gloves. A little bit easier. You don't have to worry about getting grease all over you when you go down to do this. So get my screwdriver here, and we'll get one of these sets opened up. Okay, we're going to start with this side. Now, okay, can you see there? It's got a little grease in here because I was going to do it, but I waited. There's a notch right there. I'm going to put this away from the notch because I don't want nothing coming about it. So what you do is you're going to push this in, put that in the thing there. And I'm going to kind of hold this in. Let me get this around here just a little bit. Okay. So I pushed it. Oh, so let me get all the way in. Okay. So you gotta be careful with this. I have to turn it around. It's in there. Took a little bit. Like I said, they're a little stiff to get in there. Get us another glove, and we'll get grease on all this. Well, we'll get grease on one at a time, and we'll put them together, and then we'll put the last clip in each one. Like I said, all this has been wiped down previous, so it's all really actually clean. So we're going to put just a little bit on our finger. We're going to get inside here. So that has just a little bit on it. Put it in there, I guess. Really, the more the merrier. It doesn't really matter how much you put in there. It's real stringy, real sticky. So let's do the rod real quick. Okay. Got some good ultra slick on there. Ready to go. And then now we're going to do the wrist pin. Probably before I done this, I should have told you guys. Okay. There's 2 notches on this rod. You see that notch? Them 2 notches? Them have to be in a specific location. Okay. And if you look at the stock rod, I have a stock piston. This is actually what we took out the engine. There's those notches. Right there. So those notches, if you go turn the piston up, look at it. It says intake on that side. This is the exhaust side, and the arrow to the front of the engine is pointing that way. So this rod and piston has to go together the same identical way. So notches to the exhaust, arrow to the front. Now on these pistons, these have a dot, so the dot goes to the front. You see that dot on the right there. That goes to the front. And if you look, intake, exhaust. If you can see here. See how wide the gap is between the valves here, and it's different between here. The intake valves are a lot bigger than the exhaust valves. So this is the exhaust side. So the notches, those notches, go this way to the exhaust side of that piston. So like I said, we'll lube this up real quick. Got a little lube in here. Wipe my gloves down real quick. Try to get most of it off of me. Okay, so there's your exhaust side. Here's the things, or the notches. It'll be on the exhaust side when I'm done. So what we do here is we put this in. Get her started in the first hole there. Slide, slide, there she went. There it goes. All the way in there. So there it is. Oh, nice and smooth. So now all we do is have to put our C-clip on this side, and this one will be done. So what I'll do is I'm gonna wipe this ultra slick off the side here, because I don't want that stuff behind the rings at all. I don't know what it'll do. It probably won't hurt it, but I just don't want it behind my rings. So I'm gonna wipe that off. So this is ready for the last C-clip. Now we're going to do the same thing to this one. Put a little squirt in here. off real quick. Alright, that's on. Now we're going to do the wrist pin here. Okay, wrist pin's in there. Let me wipe my hands off real quick. Notches, double check. Exhaust side, intake side, notches to the exhaust side. We just put our clip in on the other side of the piston this time. There she goes. Nice and easy all the way to the other side. Wipe that up real quick. Alright. We are down to the last rod and piston here. Okay. Just get the rod real quick. Okay, get that all lubed up. This in the piston real quick. Okay. This is the side with the pin. Alright. Exhaust side forward there. Okay, get this one started. Starts this way, sorry. Okay, that's in. Let me wipe my hands. Get everything wiped off real quick. Now, exhaust side, notches, come up with it this way, and this is going to be exhaust side here, exhaust side, there's the dot pointed this way, so we're going to put this back down here, set this in there. Here. that's not good. Well, that's not good, guys. I might have burned that up. So. Now, mind you guys, this is just 2000 grit. It's a polishing paper. It's not taking any material barely. I mean, if it's taking something, it's very little, especially off that hardened thing. Yeah, that's way better. So we are going to brake clean. We're going to re-brake clean this, and re-clean that. Never put it together dirty, especially after using sandpaper, guys. Never, ever do that. You will be replacing your motor again, or it'll have just premature wear and premature failure, and we don't want that. We're trying to a little bit of brake cleaner here, so I'm just gonna brake clean everything out of here. I mean, you see, it was dirty. Okay, so we don't, in case any of that WD-40 come out them holes with any metal in it. We want that all cleaned up. Okay, so that is clean. Now we're going to wipe this wrist pin down, clean everything off of it. There's brake cleaner on my rag here. It's soaked with brake clean, so that way we can get any kind of material or grit that was on this off. So now she's clean again. Let all that dry real good. We are going to re-lube it, and it should be ready to go. Alright. So we fixed that problem. It was just a minor problem. It didn't even change anything in this thing. It just made it fit. That's all it did. So let's re-lube this. Alright. Pistons are in there. There's the in here. Okay. Wipe everything down, double check everything, because you know we were busy doing other things. A little grease down there. Okay. Front intake exhaust. So there we go there. Exhaust to the front. Notches to the front. So let's try this again. There we go. So we're getting at it right. Wipe this thing down really good. It's got a lot of grease on it. Got a lot of ultra slick on it. I want that off of there. Don't want that in the cylinder when we go to slide it in, because we're going to oil the cylinders really, really good. So I don't want all that in there. So now, flip this over. It's got a bunch of lube on it. Now we are down to putting our keyway or the RC clips in each one of these. So this is all we have to do. Just make sure that's pushed all the way down in there, and we'll put this in here. Hold this down. Let me go ahead and take this off, or these off. Alright, there it went. There it went. Alright. Nice and in there, real nice. A little stiffer than the first one. First one's good. This ain't no too bad. Oh yeah, that's not bad at all. Not bad. Not bad. This is kind of like the stiffest one. Needs to wear in a little bit. It'll be alright. It's not even really stiff. It's because we put them in on the wrong other side. Exhaust, notches. Everything is good. Wipe this excess ultra slick off. Off our plastic here, don't really matter. I'm gonna flip it over. Okay. So hold it this way. Okay. Alright, there it is. Okay, so turn this back around this way. Remember the notch. We don't want this on the notch. So we're going to put it over here. We'll hold on the notch. Are we fucking kidding right now? Oh, it came out. I thought it went in. These things are hard to get in, guys. Dang. Starting to hurt my daggone wrist. That thing is not wanting to go in there. No, there it went. And it popped all the way in there. Good. Alright, everything's good to go. Alright guys. So if this helped you guys, I mean it's a pain in the butt, but if this helped you guys put your pistons to your rods and know exactly how to do it, which way, which direction they're going, please like, subscribe, share. It helps my channel grow. And we'll see you on the next video. We'll show you how to put your rings on correctly, and then hopefully we'll get them in our engine. So stay tuned guys, and see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.